Hey, Casey Ho fam, how are you? I had a video request here, and if I got the right one queued up, I've seen this woman before at conferences, like at Indo-Pak conferences, and she kind of destroys the Pakistani questionnaires. And this video is called "I am a personal fan of Ajit Doval," says American Panelist. I think. Let's take a look at it.
And the question is as follows. Is there reason to expect that the new Modi government in India will bring even more conflict with Pakistan, given Modi's personal history for supporting Hindus in apparent opposition to Muslims when he was governor of Gujarat? So what's your assessment of the Modi government in India and more generally Pakistan's relations with India?
All right, so there's two pieces of this puzzle. So one is the India-Pakistan relationship. Now, under Manmohan Singh, Pakistan could pretty much do anything, and Manmohan Singh wasn't going to act. I mean, Manmohan Singh just kept taking it and taking it and taking it. This government's not going to do that. Ajit Doval, who is the National Security Advisor, I'm a personal fan of Ajit Doval. He's actually from the spook side of things. He's not a politician. He's a spook. He's a covert operator. He knows how these Pakistanis work, and the Pakistanis know who he is, and they're afraid of him. In fact, they've made this really fabulous film about Ajit Doval, and they call him Ajit Doval. So I highly recommend that, and it's on YouTube is outlawed in Pakistan. It's Daily Motion, which is the video service provider that's legal in Pakistan. So on the bilateral issue, Pakistan already got a taste of what this government's not going to put up with. So when the shelling began in Kashmir, the Indians moved it south across the international border, which is a really important escalation. And the Indians just said, we're not taking it. We're just not going to take it. And they basically gave the Pakistanis what the Pakistanis had coming. And so from a point of view of deterrence, this Pakistani government was certainly probing what this government was going to put up with. Even before Modi was inaugurated as the prime minister, they attacked the Indian consulate in Herat, which I viewed was a probing to see what were they going to do, what were they going to say. So I think I think it's actually possible that the Pakistanis on a bilateral issue in terms of the India-Pakistan relationship might be less aggressive because this government's not going to put up with it. But here's where Modi has a big problem. When Indians say our Muslims don't participate in terrorism, that is flat out rubbish. There's no other way of putting it. There is no delicate way of putting it. That is, Lashkar-e-Taiba, whoever operates in India, requires Indian support. There is the Indian Mujahideen, which is an indigenous group that's, of course, nurtured by Pakistan's Lashkar-e-Taiba, among others. And this is where Modi's relationship with India's Muslims is a problem, because this does create recruiting opportunities for India's domestic terrorist organizations. And unlike a Lashkar-e-Taiba attack like we saw in 2008, where the return address was clearly ISI, when the Indian Muj conduct an attack, there's a lot more plausible deniability than there is with Lashkar-e-Taiba. And this then comes down to, how will a Modi government choose to respond to an Indian Muj attack? Will they choose to deal with it as a domestic issue, or will they choose to make it a bilateral issue vis-a-vis Pakistan? And by the way, there are political opportunities of treating it as a bilateral issue. I don't know if you guys were paying attention a few months ago. There was a boat that was blown up, and the Modi government said these were Pakistani terrorists, and we preempted another Mumbai. And Praveen Swami said, no, they're just a bunch of dumb drug traffickers. Not good dudes, but nonetheless, they weren't terrorists. And so this government does have an incentive to, what's what I'm looking for, over-interpret for political purposes more benign events.
I think with what we're seeing here with Modi, with Putin, with Trump, there's going to be a new way of doing business here globally, and I think you're going to see in Israel also. You're going to see this beatdown coming to the terrorists. This is the woman I was referring to in the beginning of the video, and I've seen her in other things, and she is really, really just, she is on point with a lot of this stuff here, and I think she does a great job. I think Pakistan is heading for some hard times unless they repent, man, and they shake it off. So that's my thought on it. Thanks for sending that video. I loved it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and much love.